What it is, what it was, what it could be, y'all. Welcome back to Disc Golf Justice. Today I got the Discraft Zone Banger and Ringer GT concepts, and we're gonna battle it out here at the Armory. I'm back in Sydney, Australia. Gonna do the beginner-friendly white layout here. They're all pretty short holes. We're gonna work on my approach game, but we're also gonna make these two battle it out between each other. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I already did like a hand feel review where I said I don't really like the Banger GT's hand feel. I see a lot like the Foundation boys and a lot of people saying they like the Banger, but I don't know. I personally put my hand more towards the rim of the disc, and having that little indentation in the middle deeper into the flight plate doesn't really sit well with me. But I do like this Ringer GT concept. It's got a little ridge on the lip there that feels somewhat like a pig, if you're familiar with that. I haven't thrown either of these before, so this will be the first time getting a real flight review of them. But in terms of hand feel, I already give it to the Ringer GT. We're gonna start out on hole 2. They're all really short holes, so this is a forehand hole for me. First forehand of the day. Let's actually stand still. I mean, I missed my line a lot on that and got some flutters, but luckily an overstable approach disc does what an overstable approach disc does, you know what I mean? All right, let's try out the Banger, the one I don't like. I don't like this hand feel, the grip, that indentation. I don't know, let's give it a crack though. I got more flutters on that one. They're both inside the circle. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna get these things confused. The names of these confused so many times. This white one is the Banger. The one I don't really like the hand feel of is the Banger. Just inside the circle. First putt of the day, let's put it in there nice and confident. Oh, I mean, that was a confident putt. That was a confident putt. Can't really be upset with hitting the top band. I gave it a solid go. Ringer, oh, they're a little bit closer. Discraft said if you like the zone, you better put a ringer on it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Put this in there. Bang. On to our second hole is gonna have to be another forehand hole. This is a Mando left here. Gonna start out with the Ringer on the forehand. See if we can get a little bit cleaner release. Put it down by the bucket. Oh no, that was a horrible release. That's me, that's not the disc. That's 100% me. You still get to see how it flies though. All right, let's try the Banger. Forehand's just not coming out great. They're getting a lot of flutter, but that one was much better. Bear with me on these forehands, folks. I'm still working on my form. They're coming along, but it's just taking a while. These zones still are pretty stable. They're very zone-like, what you would imagine. I feel like they fly the same as a zone. It's just a hand feel preference, which do you like. I got a ripping headwind at the moment. I think I'm honestly just gonna lay this up. Yeah, Banger actually has a birdie putt. We should make this, and we got a tailwind, so let's just put it in there. Oh, that barely caught. That barely caught. Our third hole is one you could do forehand or backhand, but since I've done 2 forehands already, we'll do the backhand line. I'll wait for this person on the bike to come past. The Banger has gotten the box back, and I believe we're tied. I don't really care about which one scores better. It's just more about what feels better. And like I said, the Ringer feels the best for me. I still prefer my Kia, my RPM Kia, over both of these probably. It's a little bit more stable as well, but I do like this Ringer zone. All right, the bikers are gone. We have a clear shot. We do have a right to left wind, so it's not a great backhand wind, but I am gonna give this a crack. Skip off the, oh, and it ended up being pretty good. They got a good chunk of stability on them. I thought that was gonna get caught in the Sydney grass, but I think because the Sydney grass is a bit more dead now and hasn't been raining as much, it's not as grabby. So try to do that same thing with this one. Oh, I shortchanged that one. But I mean, that's why everyone needs an overstable approach disc, you know what I mean? Like, you can miss your line. You don't have to be a freaking robot. You can have a little miss up left or right, and it's still gonna generally go in the same spot. The Ringer does not have a gimme, and I mean, the Banger's got pretty much a gimme. We got a straight headwind again. Can this wind just chill out for a second? Let me put this in there. Oh, that barely caught as well. I gotta get the confidence in the stroke. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to throw a forehand again. This tree just makes the backhand pretty much impossible with an overstable disc like this. So it is uphill and we do get a bit of a headwind. Those should cancel each other out a little bit. Hopefully, so many flutters this time I can get a decent release, but I think the banger still got the box. Ah, wow. That was pretty shocking. Even, I did have some flutters. Let's try it again. That's a little better, but look at that, how it's just getting pushed to the left there. The wind must be stronger down towards the basket. I really do like these discs, particularly the Ringer GT, but I don't think they're gonna be taking the place of my Kia. I threw my Kia again. It's just, I feel like the Kia's got a little bit more overstability, at least in the plastic I got it in. And I really need that on my forehands, because as you guys can see, I do get quite a bit of flutters and I'm trying to work on it, but what am I supposed to do in the meantime? You know what I mean? The Zone used to be in the bag for the longest time. I think it's a fantabulous disc, and I do, like I said, like that Ringer one. I just don't think it's gonna take the Kia out of my bag. Let's give the C2 run a look. Tester putt for the Ringer. Can we bring in another bird? Bang. Yes, sir. Let's knock in this one as well. All right. With that, I believe the Ringer has taken a one-stroke lead. But like I said, I don't really care about scores. It's just more about which one I feel flies better for me. I am bringing you a backhand. This is a hole you could, I would normally probably do forehand as well, but I'm gonna do the backhand just so we can see more how they fly that way. I'm gonna do just a little baby hyzer, try to get around this tree, and the basket's right behind that tree. See if we can snag us an ace. Let's just do standstill. Oh, I needed a little more on that. That was a really good shot. Really good shot. I'm working on my distance control, and that was actually really good. I just needed it a little bit wider and a little more on it. See if we can, player two can make the adjustment. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. But to be honest, a horrible shot like that gets you a better look than my decent shot does because it's behind the tree. As you can see, we got absolutely no look. It actually might work better to putt with this on the hyzer. Nah, let's just throw it underneath. That didn't quite work out how I wanted, but whatever. I can make that putt. Stay tuned. After the next hole, I'm gonna go out to the field and just rip some of these on some backhand lines. I want to see how they fly a little bit more on the backhand. We got the Ringer banger, excuse me. It's got a downhill tailwind putt, C2. Give it a run. Dang it. Downhill putt. Don't play around with them, just put it in. Bang. We'll knock this one out too. Bang. I'm kind of making this next hole up just so I can get a backhand in, even though the wind isn't very good for it. We got a pretty good right to left wind. I think the Ringer still has the box. I'm just gonna chuck these on a bit of hyzer and see which one comes up the closest. Needed to take that wider. Bit too many beans on it, but if we go wider, that should be much better. I think that should be pretty good. Go in. No, I liked that shot. Yeah, I threw my Kia again after these two and just absolutely parked it. So I just like, the Kia's a bit shallower and a little bit more stable. It's got a little bit more torque resistance than the Zone does. That's why I like it. Let's put this in there though. Ah! The Ringer feels better in the hand for me, but I swear this banger's been flying better for me all day. Not by a lot, but I feel like maybe it's my subconscious, I don't know. I feel like I've been getting better flights with the banger. All right, I'm just gonna give these a few throws out onto this open field. It is a bit downhill, but we also have a pretty nice tailwind going on, so they should even each other out a little bit. I'm just gonna rip these a few times on hyzer and then a few times flat, and then I'll probably even chuck a few on Annie down there, even though that never works out very well for me, just so you guys can see a little bit more of these backhand flights. All right, well, I'm not gonna throw the ringer on anhyzer. I should have seen that coming. I knew when I threw it on flat and hyzer, when I got all the way down there, that if I throw it on anhyzer, it's likely gonna go into that tall grass, but I did it anyways, and it did exactly what I thought it would, and there's no chance in hell I'm going in that tall grass, because I know it's just a bunch of snakes in there waiting for me. So it's easily obtainable. If someone wants to come down to the armory and grab that disc, you can have it, because it wouldn't have made the bag anyways. This ringer GT concept has potential, but I don't think it's gonna be taking the spot of my Kia, unfortunately. I do think if you are a pig thrower and you're looking for a more overstable approach disc and you like that that ridge on the lip, could definitely be the disc for you. But if you already have an overstable approach disc, I don't think it's worth ditching it for this. It's gonna fly just like a zone if you've ever thrown one. Just seems like a zone to me. I like how the plastic feels, and it's got good skip to it, good ground play, but I already have a disc for this slot. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. If you wanna see more, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.